Well, a good Sunday evening, a very frigid Sunday evening throughout most of the country, but a good one nonetheless. Good one to stay inside and watch some awesome racing. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and the Digital Sim Sports Network, our coverage live of the MARS ScrubADub Dirt Late Model Series. Lanier Speedway will be our venue this evening. We have got 18 drivers checked in, a good field. Very much improved car count from the last time this group took to the track. You guys let me know if the cars are too loud because I can't even tell. My ears are so stuffed up it's not even funny right now. So I'm having trouble hearing anything in this headphones. But yeah, a very improved car count from the last time we were out. Now I see a lot of drivers that I've seen in some other series, have made their way over here. I'm seeing Travis Johnson, the Monday Night Thunder DSRO Big Block Modified Champion, in here tonight. Larry Moody is here. Brian Bowling in the house as well. Third quick right now on the speed charts. So good turnout, some very good drivers, some very fast drivers. We should have a good one. I see the boys already chatting it up in the live chat there. I don't care where you're at. If you're on Facebook, make sure you drop by and like, share, and follow Dirt Racing Network page. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, subscribe. You'll know when we go live. I see the boys are on YouTube right now chatting it up. So good evening, gentlemen. And if you're enjoying the weather, I'm going to suggest you seek mental help. Because I heard some crazy numbers, minus 44 degrees someplace in Iowa, and worse than that way up by the Canadian border in North Dakota. Yeah. You can have all that. It was about 4 degrees here with a minus in the wind chills of 12, I think, something like that. And yeah, I stayed inside. Screw all that. Yeah, drivers going through their drivers meeting. They're going to get ready to hit the track. I don't know if anybody was up last night or they watched or if they were at the Chili Bowl. It was cold up there. Good thing that thing was indoors. The day was good, but the feature, I personally felt it left a little to be desired. Track wasn't quite as good as it could have been. But Logan Seavey 2 times in a row now, so good job to him. Wait to see who gets to pick up the checkers tonight. Right now, Garrett Boyd, 13.71 seconds, his practice lap. Look at that, Tiny Dancer. 13.76 is what I show. It says 13.75 there, but 13.76 is what I officially show. Brian Bowling, same. And Hayden Loomis right behind Shane Yates, the 11 car here. So we'll see who gets it tonight. I can tell you, out of that top 5, well, right now it's about anybody's capable. Reed Rundle's back there. Adam Vinny's back there. I see Travis Johnson. I expect him to get faster as the night goes on. There's Ryan Hines, 25 car. I did not see his name in the list until just this moment, so good to see him in here tonight as well. You can keep going down that. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have an honest chance to pick this up. I do not see Jordan LaFawn is on the list at 19. I don't see a practice. He must have come in during the drivers' meeting, so we'll see. Jordan usually fairly quick. Another 11 car that you'll see out on the track. Oh, Bill and Ivan in here cheering on the 51 car as usual. I don't see Deb in here, Scotty. I don't see her. I haven't seen her name pop up yet. Well, that means the practice time and the driver's meeting has come to an end. It's time for qualifying. We will get ready to watch drivers. We're going to watch Travis Johnson. He was the first one to hit the end of pit road. We're going to watch him at least take his first lap. Oh, a little tight there trying to get out of two. Looked better in 3 and 4, but first lap around for Travis. Not his third quick. Hayden Loomis was the quickest. Adam Vinny second. Garrett Boyd. Garrett Boyd matched his time. Went right back to that 13:41. We'll see if he goes faster on lap 2 here. He did not. He slowed down. Now we'll go watch Brian Bowling. Bowling went up to 4th quick. Reed Rundle and Shane Yates both on track. So they're both in about the same place. We'll try to watch them both. We'll go back and forth quickly here. This time Yates around. 4th quick for him. Rundle had just rolled out when we picked him up. So we'll get to watch his first lap right down here in 3 and 4. Heading for the end of lap number 1 for Reed Rundle. 3rd quick as he goes up to 13:52. Second time around, slowed down quite a bit. Scott King and Jordan LaFawn both on track. Scotty King, new paint. That car usually black. Tonight is yellow. Well, maybe we'll be able to pick him out of the pile a little bit easier. Jordan LaFawn, second quick, 13:48 on lap number 1. Scotty King, 11th quick. And a 1:44 machine on lap number 2. Slows down. 13:67. Scotty King picked up 13:55, 6th quick. So all 19 cars have timed in. It's going to be Garrett Boyd and Jordan LaFawn. 1, 2, 13:42 and 13:48 respectively. There's Deb. Careful what you wish for. At least I didn't have to say her name 3 times. That might have been a little creepy. So we'll get ready to move on and go into our heat races. We'll get down here as drivers start to line up on the front stretch. We'll show you our starting grid. It will be the 64 of Randy Brunner with the pole for heat number 1, and he'll have, this is dangerous for the rest of the field already. The 11 of Shane Yates on his outside. Reed Rundle into 43, row 2 to the inside, and then your quick qualifier for the evening in that 21 machine, Garrett Boyd. Position number 4 for the start. Tim Taylor, the tool man, Tim Taylor, number 99. 3rd row, he starts inside, and Travis Johnson in the 25 on the outside of that row. And shotgun on the field this evening for heat number 1, the 00 of David Locke. Oh, that is not going to happen tonight. Just not. There comes Shane Yates. We'll watch the boys get ready to roll off. And with Shane Yates on the front row in the heat, a lot of these guys are going to have a lot of fun trying to catch that 11 car. Couple of quick pace laps, green flag. Eminent on this one. Not this time out of 4, but the next time. Show them the starting line right about here. Tell them next time by, that's your spot. Get ready here out of turn number 4. Heat number 1 for the MARS ScrubADub Car Wash and Oil Change Centers Dirt Late Model Series. And the green flag. Over heat number 1 through 1 and 2. Going to stay side by side. Brunner had the advantage by half a car going into 3. Got a little tight through the center. What's that going to do? That's going to open the bottom 3 wide, but it was Yates leading lap number 1 from the outside. Rundle now slides into 3rd in front of Boyd. Boyd staying top shelf, going to try to drive the car hard through the top side. Rundle slid up there and covered that exit. He's running right through the middle. It's going to be very difficult to pass 43 car. He's got all the lines covered. You can't get beneath him. You can't go above him. Slider line in 3 and 4. Yates still first. Brunner not giving up. Half a car in arrears. 4 laps to go. That time Yates clears, Brunner cleanly second. Now Rundle, Tim Taylor working for 4th down on the bottom. He is trying to keep Boyd on the high side and use that inside line to gain an advantage. Here comes Travis Johnson, going to do the same, and they're trying to force the 21 car back through the field. We're going to get popsicle sticks 2 to go this time, and they are still side by side at the front. Brunner, more of a dirt guy than a pavement guy, and he is showing that right here as he's not giving up this spot easily. That time Shane Yates got a better run through 3 and 4, and he cleared him. Rundle with a mistake. He's going to hold the field up, but heat number 1 now in the books, and it is going to be Shane Yates, Randy Brunner, Reed Rundle, and Tim Taylor in the 99. Going to hang on. I saw Travis Johnson and Garrett Boyd have problems back down in turns 3 and 4, and I'm not sure what actually happened. We'd have to go back and take a look. We'll try to do that between races if we get a minute. But Heat 2 is already gridding out on the front stretch. It's going to be the 51 of Adam Vinny on pole. You see the big Beardsconsin logo on the front of that car right here. And then on his outside, the 490 of Brian Bowling with Peter Brees in the 74. Inside row number 2. Next to that 144 machine of Jordan LaFawn. And then your final row for Heat 2 going to be the 73 of Larry Moody on the inside and Dan Tefelsky. And that bright red Matco Tools number 50 on the outside. The boys one more time around. We'll get the green the next time we come out of turn 4. Adam Vinny and Brian Bowling bringing us around here for the green flag. Pace vehicle out of the way. Green flag. In the air. Bowling had a pretty good start there. It looks like he is going to clear Adam Vinny. Heading down the backstretch, and he'll grab the lead going into 3 and 4 for the first lap. Peter Brees side by side with Jordan LaFawn for 3rd and 4th. And Bowling leads lap number 1 side by side now with Adam Vinny. As Vinny not giving up off the inside. It looked like LaFawn slid the car out in turn number 2, and he relinquishes 3rd, at least for the time being, to Peter Brees. He falls into 4th right in front of Larry Moody and Dan Tefelsky, rounding things up. But the battle is at the front. It's Adam Vinny working the bottom side, and he is going right after Brian Bowling, and he leads that lap by about 3/4 of a car. Bowling able to keep it wound up, stay right below the marbles. Full car length that time as they go by. Peter Brees getting in the action now. He has put himself right in this battle for the lead. So 3 cars coming to 3 to go, battling for the Heat 2 win right now. Jordan LaFawn working his way back into this picture as well. LaFawn down on the bottom. Got to the inside on Brees. Vinny still to the inside. He didn't lead that lap. Bowling did by just a skosh, as that was your 2 to go signal. Side by side again, coming to the white. And this time Vinny has it by about the front end of the car, right up to that front fender. Who's it going to be out of 4 to win heat number 2? Adam Vinny has an advantage. Whoa, that was close. Brian Bowling on the top side by 1/100th of a second. LaFawn grabbed 3rd. Brees 4th. Moody and Tefelsky rounded things out. That was a close one. Good race. They stayed side by side pretty much the entirety of that thing. And now we're going to go to our 3rd and final heat race of the evening. And it'll be the 07 of Pete Dillon on the pole with Andrew Humphrey in the 31 car on his outside. Your 2nd row inside, Tiny Dancer Scott King in the 18. That's the bright yellow machine. And Hayden Loomis in the 115 will start position number 4. Your final row for the final heat, Ryan Hines in the 25 on the inside. And he'll have the 46 of John Brunner on his outside. Pete Dillon, Andrew Humphrey. Pete Dillon, we're used to seeing him in the asphalt stuff. He runs the late model stock car stuff on Sundays and Tuesdays. He's going to give himself a go here in the dirt. And we'll see if we can follow him. Maybe he'll stay up front, pick up a win in this thing, and become a permanent fixture in the dirt. The green flag out. Heat number 3 underway. 3 rows of side by side. Now Scotty King going to go way low. Thought about making it 3 wide for a second up front, but it will be Pete Dillon. Humphrey still on the outside. Hayden Loomis just looking for an opening and trying to keep the momentum up in 3rd as he noses past Scotty King. Ryan Hines already moving up to the top side. They're going to be 3 wide down the backstretch for 2nd. A little contact between Scott King and Hayden Loomis, but no harm, no foul there. Pete Dillon staying out in front of this thing. Good for Pete. Got a 1/4 second lead. They're 2 wide, 2 deep behind that. King and Humphreys, and then Loomis and Hines. We're already halfway done in this one. Now Scotty King off the bottom. Moved his way into the 2nd position. He's going to go for the lead. We're coming around to 2 to go. Ryan Hines is working the inside as well. He's following King through there. Going to work for 3rd here. Black and white number 25 on the hunt. Lap and a half remaining. King is almost there. Can he get there here out of 3 and 4 and at least make a side-by-side race out of it for the final lap? Very close. Pete Dillon staying way up top right now. He's got the momentum. He's got the lead going into 3. This should be an easy win. Pete Dillon picks up heat number 3. Scott King, Ryan Hines, Andrew Humphrey, Hayden Loomis, and John Brunner rounding things out. That was a close one. About a 1.5 seconds between first and last. So a very good set of heat races all the way through, really. All 19 drivers transferred. So they'll get just a couple of minutes of warm-up action here. See how long the admins allow them to have for the warm-up. Looks like everybody's trying to go out. Does not look like they're going to have to do a whole lot of work to the track. Maybe try to iron it out and get that top side to have just a little bit of a lip up there. That may open us up for a little too wide racing. In the heats, it looked pretty good. The bottom looked like you were able to pass. See if we can get these guys to iron the track out, make it just a little bit wider. If they could get that outside groove really close to the wall, that outside groove gets really fast when you're able to rip it in there, drive it all the way through the corner, almost flat out. That top side can get pretty quick. Been good racing in the heats. Expect the feature to be none too short of that. About 2.5 minutes in, we'll see how much more time they get. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Nothing on tap tomorrow night, but next Monday night, Dirt Slingers coming back. Big Block Modifieds at 8 Eastern, and they'll follow that up with the UMP Modifieds at 9:30. So Monday Night Thunder becoming a double dip. We will stream as many of those races as we possibly can. If you want to register for them, you go to dirtslingersracing.com, find the join button, pick your series, get registered. Everything will be getting approved this week, and all the invites will be sent by Friday so that they can do the last minute logistics before Monday, and they're not cramming things in before race time too much. Looks like the track's starting to get a little worn through the middle, but the high side, the low side look to have those little strips down there where you might be able to do something. I think the high side is going to be the side to really be on for this feature. You got to tiptoe it just a little too much for me down on the bottom. I think that makes you have to waste a lot of good speed. Late in the feature, that might be a different story. The bottom may be where you want to be because short way around, you're not able to use your throttle a lot. The car's probably going to be a little better down there. Somebody's just parked down there in turn number 2. I don't know. They got the car out of the way now. So. Looks like the warm-up session has ended. It is time to go feature racing. That means there's only one more event on the schedule for this evening. The 35 lap A main. Let's see. I might leave them like this. So it'll be LaFawn and Rundle in row 1, King and Vinny row 2. Brunner and Dillon, that's Randy Brunner, the 64 car, and Dillon, row 3. Bowling and Yates in row 4. Hines and Taylor, row 5. Brees and Humphrey in row number 6. Locke and Moody, row 7. Loomis and Johnson, row 8. Tefelsky and Brunner, row 9. And the quickest qualifier for the evening, quickest in the practice session as well. Well, he's going to start 19th out of 19 tonight. Back row challenge for the 21 of Garrett Boyd. Got some drivers rolling off a little late. Going to shake things just a little bit. It looks like Vinny and King are going to swap lines here. Brunner and Dillon. And then Bowling and Yates. So your front row definitely swapped inside and out lines. But our pace car is out of the way, and that means yes, race time. Green flag at the 35 lap. A main for the MARS ScrubADub Dirt Late Model Series. Underway down the backstretch. Tiny Dancer going to lead us into turns 3 and 4 out in front. Adam Vinny really tried to go wide, now dives to the inside, but it's King on the lap number 1. Caution right away here. David Locke, John Brunner possibly having a problem. A 0-0. There's Larry Moody. Oh, that's Peter Brees. And then Locke gets into it, and that'll end him. Moody's got damage. Brunner got damage. Tefelsky got into that. So, couple of laps and mayhem. So we'll see how they line up. Pace truck's way over on the backstretch. Everybody's trying to catch up. So I think where the caution flew as opposed to where the cars were may have confused timing and scoring. So we're going to take an extra lap. Looks like David Locke and Peter Brees. Peter Brees trying to roll out. Ooh, whole front end of that number 74 car. Missing. It was picked up and stuck on the back of one of the tow trucks. They're taking it back to the pits, so. Wild one right there. Very, very quick to get to the caution. We'll see if we can get this cleaned up now. Lights off on the pace vehicle. We're going to go green out of 4. And Adam Vinny with a good start. He'll grab the top spot right here. Here comes Tiny Dancer Scott King. Around on the bottom, through the middle. Car wiggled just a little bit. I think if he'd got some bite instead of the car getting free, he might have been alongside, but Vinny gets that lap. Now he's going to start to extend. Here comes off the top side, Pete Dillon. Dillon working it wide. That's Shane Yates up there with him. 3 wide, out of 3 and 4. Scott King was in the middle of the sandwich. He went slider line in 1 and 2, and I don't think that's going to work out. He better stay up by the cushion. Get that car to rotate a little bit. They were 4 wide this time down the front stretch for about 50 feet. Oh, and Randy Brunner just took it too. Why, that's a caution. Have no doubt that was going to be a caution. 64 car, Randy Brunner going to get down here in 1 and 2, and he's going to go slider line. LaFawn was on the inside, and he just kept drifting. He tapped King and then tapped Ryan Bowling. Ryan Hines gets caught up in it. And once again, that John Brunner machine, nowhere to go, and he becomes another innocent, or the same innocent victim in another incident. So, we'll get back to the front. We'll find Adam Vinny, Pete Dillon, and Shane Yates running 1, 2, 3. Scott King and Brian Bowling. Jordan LaFawn, Reed Rundle, Hayden Loomis, Garrett Boyd, Andrew Humphrey, Tim Taylor, Dan Tefelsky, Ryan Hines, Randy Brunner, and then Peter Brees went to the pits. I think he'll be coming back out. And now we'll go double file. Green flag back in the air. Shane Yates right against the inside wall. Now goes up front of Scott King, top side. Here comes Jordan LaFawn working to the inside on Scott King. And LaFawn going to have some advantage heading into 3 and 4 for the 4th spot. He's got the 144 working down on the bottom. It may take a while for him to clear King. That momentum off the top side is just too much on these long straightaways. And now LaFawn, semi-slider, didn't quite get the door shut, but he will get the door shut in front of Bowling. And Bowling says 2 for 1 time, maybe not. And he goes 0 for 2 right there as LaFawn comes right back around. Reed Rundle now up here in 7th. Won't be long before he's challenging these two, especially if they keep bumping and grinding on each other like they did down at 1 and 2. I think LaFawn tried to keep the door shut. Bowling shoved the car in there. Now shoves the car up the hill. Moved LaFawn out of the way and opened the door, and that was Rundle's cue to jump through it with both feet, and he takes both spots away. So Rundle up to the 5th spot. The defending series champ. Now coming forward. Vinny, Dillon, Yates, and King still 1 through 4. The battle is for 5th, and LaFawn and Rundle sharing a little paint. As we have caution again. Peter Brees again? They got the nose put back on the car. Well, no, they did not. It looked like they did, but they didn't. And we'll see. Oh, he goes up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's back. Yep, he clipped the fence right there at the opening, and he definitely broke that machine. So, Peter Brees. Already on the hook and back to the work area. So it looks like we're going to be at about 21 to go when we take the green. So 14 laps into the event. Adam Vinny, Pete Dillon, Shane Yates, Jordan LaFawn, Scott King, Reed Rundle, Brian Bowling, Hayden Loomis, Tim Taylor, Ryan Hines, your top 10. About let's call it a third of the way through. Pace car should get out of the way. There he goes. We should get the green flag right about here.
Green
Adam Vinny with another good start. He went real quick and went from the bottom to the top, and that's going to open some things up. Give him a gap between the battle for second as Shane Yates now on the slider line, but couldn't get the doors shut. And Pete Dillon goes right back through on the top side. Good run from Pete. Clears for second. Now the battle's going to be third, fourth, and fifth. Maybe even sixth place will be in this. Yates has it. King and LaFawn won it, and those two going side by side, trading paint again. 144 machine going to have a whole bunch of different colors of paint down there right side before this is over. Oh, big stack up behind. Brian Bowling got in trouble. He's going to get it saved, but he's going to lose about 4 spots. 99 car of Tim Taylor. Way down in turns 1 and 2. Picked himself up a spot. He is going to come out of here. He's going to be 7th right now. He went around Hayden Loomis and Brian Bowling now trying to fight his way back, but here comes Garrett Boyd. Boyd way wide, running way up on the top side, right rear, right at the edge of the fluff. Some grip there as he goes around Loomis. Big drive for the 21 car now. He's already 11 spots improved. And looking for more as we're inside, 15 to go. Vinny Yates Dillon still at the front. Yates is battling for it. Uh-oh. That was Tiny Dancer Scott King. That was way slow on the backstretch, and I don't know what happened to him. Just shows that he slowed drastically. So we'll go back. Top three have broken away. 1.6 seconds between third and fourth, and that's LaFawn and Rundle. Those two going at it again. Rundle with the slider line in 1 and 2. LaFawn with a big run down the back stretch. Indecisive on his choice. I see damage on the right front of the 43, that right front fender. Pretty well gone. And this time LaFawn works the inside on 1 and 2 to perfection. Takes the spot away. Put him up to 4th. Rundle back to 5th. Taylor is right there. Here comes Boyd. Garrett Boyd still on the move. We're going to be 10 to go this time out of turn number 4. And Garrett Boyd solidly in the top 10, in 7th, looking for more. He's coming out of 2 with a head of steam. Nowhere to go, though. And this time Rundle goes middle. He's trying to fend off Taylor. This is really the best battle on the track. Right here, these 4 guys. Loomis is in this as well. The battle in front of Loomis and Boyd, and they can't get anywhere because those two are keeping the track covered up. Now Boyd gets in between momentarily, and Loomis is going to go top shelf. Got right up under the back of the 21 car. A little shoving. Beating, banging, grinding. Now that's going to be a wreck. Yeah. And Loomis is going to lose the right front. No, Boyd loses the right front. We watch it happen live. We're going to go back. And we'll go up top here. Oh, let's go with a little bit of the drone. And a good line there. Boyd had a pretty good run. Got a little contact on that right rear corner. There goes the right front there. The other right front's gone off the 21. That's why it didn't turn going in the corner. So those two will have some explaining to do to one another. But that'll slow things down. It's going to give us 5 laps to go when we go back to green. And the asphalt racer turned to dirt. Adam Vinny now is going to have Shane Yates to deal with. But he has been impressive the last couple of times out. Keeping that 51 machine at the front of these things. We'll see if he can hold on and pick the victory up here tonight. So we're going to get set to go back to green. Wave lap this time when we get the green flag. 5 to go. Adam Vinny with a good start. Not as good as he's been getting as Shane Yates. He is right there. Yates will definitely go top shelf. Now tries to cut it inside, but the door is shut. Whoa! He kicks it open with the right foot. He never took it off the throttle. Dylan tried to shut it on him. Yates not having it. Now going to go right back after Vinny for the lead. Vinny too much power off the top side. Out of 2. Battles for the lead. Yates once again around on the inside. Not enough to get there and shut the door, but he was able to stay there. Now through 3 and 4, can he find some bite? Because this time down to 1 and 2, may see the full Monty slide job right here. He's going to have to do it. We're inside 2 to go, and Adam Vinny holding tough on the outside against one of the best in the business. White flag in the air. The nose of the car. All that's separated, Adam Vinny and Shane Yates. Yates through 3 and 4, down on the bottom. Vinny off the top side. Adam Vinny going to victory lane. Shane Yates second. Jordan LaFon comes around for third. Reed Rundle fourth, and Tim Taylor in fifth spot. So we're going to wait for a couple of the guys to make their way. Shane Yates always comes in towards the end of these things. We'll wait and see if Mr. LaFon can find his way. Tell you what, while we wait, let's take a look at some results. Vinny, Yates, LaFon 1, 2, 3. Rundle and Taylor 4, 5. Then Dylan in 6th. Brunner 7th. King 8th. Hines 9th. Humphrey 10th. Tefelsky 11th. Loomis. Then John Brunner in 13th. Boyd in 14th. Bowling 15th. Brees in 16th. Moody 17th, and Travis Johnson rounded things out. So not a great debut for Mr. Johnson. I think Jordan LaFon has already taken his car away. I know that Shane always seems to find his way in, so let's see if we can get down here and find Mr. Yates. Shane Yates.
Yeah.
All right, man. You had a pretty good battle there that last restart with Adam Vinny. About a half a car short, man. What would it have taken to get around him clean?
I think another few laps. I believe I would have got him because the top was still the dominant side, but it was kind of going away there at the end. If we had a few more laps, I believe I could have got him on the bottom. That's the biggest thing, you know. You want to run up top because you know that's where it's at, but you can't run up top behind somebody, so you got to pick a different line. So it is what it is.
Yep, I've never been able to pass somebody following in their tire tracks. And watching you go down to the bottom, I wasn't sure if that was even going to be viable at all. I thought you might actually, give up another spot there, but it looked like you found something through the middle. It just wasn't enough. How much did the track change from the start to the end? Because we saw a lot of guys really making some moves up top early in this one.
Yeah, it was about, I think, from the get-go, it was on the top. I mean, you can run the middle a little bit. If somebody's running the bottom at the beginning, they're just losing time because it was very slow down there. I wouldn't try it. But there at the end, it's about the same, but I believe the top was just a tad bit faster. I think I could have pulled the win off if the top would have been away.
Well, an awesome run, man. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
All right, man. Thank my teammates, TNT, all them guys over there. I want to thank Tri-City, I want to thank Reed for putting this league on and you for broadcasting, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. I hope I get to start seeing you on some Monday nights pretty quick. Shane Yates, he's going to finish in the second spot. Now, Jordan LaFawn, we have tracked him down. Get a chance to talk to our third place driver here real quick. Jordan LaFawn, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir, man. How are we?
I'm doing pretty good. Haven't seen you on the track in a while, but you come out here tonight and you find your way to third, and you battled hard just to get there.
Yeah, it was rough. I didn't make a friend there on the white flag lap. He was kind of mad at me after the race. Kind of used the nose a little bit, shoved him up the racetrack, stuck up underneath him, and beat him to the line. But yeah, man. I try to get in here and race with old Reed and the guys when I can. Been pretty busy the last month and a half, 2 months or so. Kids and everything else going on, and had some free time tonight, and luckily was able to jump in here and ran pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, looked like the track changed quite a bit, and guys were having to move around. 144 car seemed to be kind of married to the bottom this evening for the most part.
Yeah, I like the catfish, they'd say. I don't like getting up there running the top. Any slight mistake, man, you get into that wall, it sucks you in there, and it don't like to let you go. So I try to stay as far away from that wall as I can anytime. So, yeah, it was a good, fun race. Hopefully, I don't know if they're running this dirt. Are they running this every week, or is it every other week?
It's every other week for these guys on Sundays.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to squeak out some free time, a couple Sundays from now. See if I can't talk the old lady, because I haven't ran against these guys in a while, and it was a fun race, man. I'm glad I jumped in here and got to give old Shane and Adam there a run for their money there towards the end.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here, and we'll congratulate you for a great run tonight.
I know this is a fixed setup league, but if anybody out there is looking for a setup, House to Speed, I feel like Dylan Hauser and all them guys over there, they got the best of the best on the sim. Check them out. Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, GY6RN, Big Bacon Media Gaming, and you guys for putting on the broadcast, man.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and congrats on a great night. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you, sir.
That was Jordan LaFawn. And now we'll go in here. We're going to talk to this old boy again. He's got plenty of fans in the chat. And he brings the 51 car home on top of the podium tonight. Adam Vinny, good run.
I appreciate that work out there.
Yeah, it looked like you gave up the lead the first couple laps. You got it back. And after that, the only challenge came in the last 5. And were you worried about Yates right there at the end?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be a fool to say I wasn't. He's just always fast, like everywhere. And I saw that late caution come out, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And luckily I held him off. But yeah, definitely worried looking at my rear view. But yeah, good run.
All right, looked like you found something up at the top. You really didn't give that up all night long. Car was just the best way out there wide tonight.
I think so. Roll speed. Usually what I found about this track is low is dominant, but tonight it was definitely high dominant, so I just had to try and get up there and hold the roll speed and hold those fast guys off, and luckily I did. I don't know how, but I did.
Well, an awesome run nonetheless. Give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here and celebrate tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate you as always, Roger. It's always good to talk to you, race after race. It's becoming a habit, and I don't mind it. Beard Wisconsin, Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms, Wabam, ScrubADub, Outlaw Chassis and Suspension, It's Wisconsin You Know, the Wisconsinite Podcast. Just everybody to continue to support me, and everybody that came out to watch, and hopefully they enjoyed the action.
All right, man. Congrats on the win, and I'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday night over at Short Track Showdown.
Yes, sir. Car's ready, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Adam Vinny picking up the win this evening. We went through our finishing order. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Guys, we had a pretty good viewing audience tonight. So thank you guys for joining in. Don't forget, we are back on Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern with Short Track Showdown Series. Those guys only got a couple, 2 or 3 races left in that season. So they've been putting on some pretty decent shows. Be sure you tune in for that. I just got word, I think this Thursday night, Netcode Esports Mighty Midgets back in action, and I believe they're going to continue to do it the way they have been. They're going to have double shows every Thursday night, so make sure that you tune in for those because they're a lot of fun. The next Monday night, again, DSRL back in action, double headers for them. We're going to not be able to cover every single one of those, I don't think. We'll find out for sure as things start to progress, and then we'll kind of make a go from there. Otherwise, we'll try to keep you guys at least updated when we are going to be able to cover them. But without you guys, there's no reason for us to do it. Without all the great leagues, there's nothing for us to cover. So thanks to everybody involved in all that. Once again, it's cold out there. It's going to be cold for a few days. So if you have to be outside, make sure you cover up, bundle up. If you don't have to be outside, well, damn it, just don't go out there because it's rough right now. All 48. It's cold everywhere. This is crazy. I haven't seen it like this in a very long time. So stay warm. Love everyone. Make sure you check on those that you're unsure about and make sure the cold isn't affecting them in undue ways. Other than that, God bless everybody. Keep it dirty and